We like to watch movies. We like to get drunk. Here's a drunk at the movies. All right.
Twist off. I just couldn't get it off. Well, maybe that worked out.
Whew, we had a rough night.
Shit. All right, I'm drinking a strawberry daiquiri here.
And
it's malt flavored.
Yeah, it's called a wine cooler.
I don't even know where the hell this thing came from.
Clint, why the hell are you drinking a wine cooler?
I don't even, like I said, I don't even know where the hell it came from.
I hope that whole David Bowie pants thing.
Yeah, it's befitting. I mean, strawberry, which is a fruit, for David Bowie, which was a fruit.
It's your recipe, David Bowie.
All right. I mean, hell, the man could fucking sing. He could dance.
Yeah.
He could dance.
He could wear a pair of pants.
He could. I mean, and you could see his balls and his wiener.
You could.
I mean, hey, a fruit for a fruit. All right.
Yep. And I'm drinking Samuel Adams Winter Lager, but let's do it the right way. This here's Jim Bob McLean.
This here's Clint.
And we are the Whiskey Dragons.
That's right. Welcome to another special edition of Drunk at the Movies.
Oh, yeah.
Now, why is this one special, you might ask? Well, it's funny you should ask.
Yep.
What happens to be is what it is. And what it is your votes. Your votes have picked the movie that you wanted us to review. And damn it, we're reviewing that movie for you.
What is that movie?
The most votes came in for the movie called The Labyrinth, 1986.
Starring David Bowie.
And Jennifer Connelly.
Yep.
And some little baby in a goddamn outfit made him look like a candy cane.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway, and David Bowie wanted to do things with that baby. Anyway, what happened? Let's get how it started with this movie.
Real quick, is this Jim Henson?
Jim Henson and the, what do they call that? The
amazing Jim Henson crew?
Yeah, but what do they call that shop? The
Jim Henson and Company?
Yeah.
I don't fucking
They had a name for all the
wonderful
animals
creations.
Can't remember.
Yeah, I don't know.
We're drunk. Anyway.
But yeah, look at it, Google it. That's what Google's for, guys. Alright, so
we are literally drunk because we just finished reviewing this one.
Oh, I got the other one right here.
And that bottle right there.
I'm going to be sipping on that a little bit.
Yeah, we're doing a little drinking.
Alright, so let's start out. We're going to basically run through what happens, okay?
Alright.
So in the very beginning, the girl's in the park.
She's in the park. She's reciting lines from a play.
Yep.
And you don't know too much about this play, but she gets to one part and she can't remember the damn lines.
Yeah, and at the beginning you're like, what the, is this in reality or is this, it's in reality, just the girl's a weirdo and she lives in her own world.
Weirdo. She's wearing like medieval garb and shit.
Yeah.
It's a little weird.
Fucking weird. So,
she starts bitching at the dog because she forgets the lines.
Yeah. That ain't the dog's fault.
Man, the damn dog's fault. She's the dumbass that can't learn her lines.
That's right.
And then she starts to rain. She runs home.
Yeah.
I don't want to jump ahead of you.
No, you're not. But what do you think around this time happens? When she's at the park.
Oh, she gets hungry.
Yeah.
She's been there. She's been practicing her lines all day. And this is just, they don't show this. But after watching the movie, this is the conclusion that we have made.
This happened off camera.
Yeah, she had been sitting there reviewing her lines, yelling at the damn dog. It ain't the dog's fault.
Oh, she's so mad that day.
And she was like, I'm hungry, but I can't get home. And I ain't got no money on me because I'm wearing these medieval clothes, and they didn't have pockets in the medieval days.
And they're expensive to buy those medieval clothes.
Yeah, so she like scours around and she finds some mushrooms.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, those are safe mushrooms. Those are whatchamacallit. So I'm going to give me some whatchamacallit.
So I think there's a point, too, where she said to herself, what's that?
I bet these bitches have psilocybin.
Well, I don't think she knew that.
Oh,
she was like, what's that saying? It's either you shouldn't eat any mushrooms that are wild, or you should eat all mushrooms that are wild because they're safe. She couldn't
Something
remember.
Like that,
yeah, and then she was like, well, I think they're all safe, so that's I'm just going to eat them.
And I mean, you can't blame her for thinking that. She's just a child.
Yeah, she ain't too bright.
No, all right. So she eats the mushrooms. It's raining. She's running home.
Yep. She gets home. She's all pissed off because she had a bad day. Takes it out on her little brother.
Well, first of all, she takes it out on her stepmother.
Oh, yeah.
Because, she's got the evil stepmother, but she's not really evil. I mean, the lady's just bitching at her because she got her new fucking outfit wet.
Oh, yeah. This lady's trying to live her life, too, you know?
Yeah, I mean, her and her dad are going out. She's like, you got to watch the kids. She's like, why do I got to watch my brother? Yeah.
Because don't feel self-entitled, you little bitch.
That's right. Yeah. Earn your keep.
That's right.
They can kick you out of that damn house if they want to.
Yep, so
she can tell you to watch slavery, child prostitution. You never know where you might end up.
You need to be careful. You might even end up with some man in a leotard trying to fucking chase you down.
That's right. Respect your elders.
Jeez. So So yeah, she gets mad at her little brother, takes it out on her little brother. She's starting to say all this voodoo witchcraft stuff to him, holding him up. I wish you were gone.
And she couldn't remember the damn words.
Yep, and through but little do we know, little through the fucking mirror,
there's these little fucking evil things,
little trolls.
And they're like, say it!
So yeah,
but you can't hear them. Calm down, Jim Bob, you're getting excited.
This movie's weird.
Jim Bob didn't even want to watch this movie. He watched it when he was little, it scared him, he hasn't been able to watch it since.
This movie's so weird.
A man's 40 years old.
You
can't watch a damn kids movie because it gives him nightmares.
Just wait till see how weird this.
Now imagine where I'm gonna be tonight, having to listen to him in the next room going, "No, Mr. Goblin King, don't take me."
Hey, after we're done with this review, I'm never thinking about this video ever again.
We probably shouldn't drink before we do this.
We probably shouldn't.
All right, next.
All right, so she's bitching at her brother. She's tripping at this point, right?
Yeah, because the mushrooms have set in.
Yep. Now all of a sudden, those creatures are looking. She finally says the right words.
Yeah, she says
around the time.
God, I wish the Goblin King would take you away or some shit.
Shit like that. And then David Bowie shows up.
It's important to know that whenever you're tripping on mushrooms, it comes in waves.
It does. Remember that.
So like, picture yourself in the ocean.
Yep, you're like,
and you're on a boat, and you're just like going waves.
It's 0 to 90. Boom. You're like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
My God,
you're holding on. Then all of a sudden you're like, you know what? Wow, I think I'm out of it. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh my God.
But you might not be out of it fully.
Exactly.
You might still be in this world.
Oh, because it kicks right back in.
Yeah.
And they say that if you snap your spine, do a little snapperoo,
go right back into that trip.
You go right back.
That might be what's happening in the movie.
I think that's exactly what's happening.
So David Bowie shows up.
So David Bowie shows up. Oh man, he's pissed off. He says he's here to take her to the magical land that is the Labyrinth. In the castle of in the center of the
the castle's in the center of the Labyrinth.
That's where he lives. He don't drop her off there. He takes her there through the mirror, and she just ends up on the outside of it, trying to find her way in.
Yeah. Now, he made a deal with her.
Oh yeah.
If you can get to the castle, save your brother in this amount of time.
Yeah.
You can have your brother.
If not,
he becomes one of these little troll things that are running around.
Oh yeah.
Now, we probably should know in her room, you see hints of things that are to come.
That's true.
Some of the stuffed animals she has, you will see later in the movie as like little troll things. It's kind of weird. So it's a premonition. So what we're thinking is, when she's tripping off the mushroom she ate in the park, that she is just conjuring up these stuffed animals of hers into real living beings.
Exactly. She's in her own imaginary land.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Picture her, she's maybe laying in an alleyway, shaking, but in her head, she's in this magical land walking around doing all this weird shit.
That's right. And keep in mind, David Bowie is like 40 years old.
Yeah.
Jennifer Connelly is like...
too young.
She might be 18.
Too young for a lot of these jokes that I've written down.
But she's playing the role of like a 15-year-old girl.
Yeah.
So therefore, you got this 15-year-old girl chasing after a 40-year-old man.
Yeah, who's bribing her with a baby.
And in no time period is that legal.
Not at all.
I'm just saying. And he's wearing these tight pants with his package showing.
I mean, those are illegal right there by themselves.
You can't help but stare at his package. And it is good to note that they are padded.
Yeah.
So you can't see the outline of the old cock and bees.
Well, you can kind of see the D and you can see the B's. You can see the balls there, too.
You know they're there, but you can't see any definition.
I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Anyway, back to what we were talking about.
So she meets Hoggle. Speaking of little dicks.
He is a dick.
She meets...
Because she walks up on him and he's pissing.
Yeah, he's pissing.
Like, you don't interrupt a man or a troll or whatever the fuck it is when he's pissing. That ain't right.
He might turn around and you might see his troll pecker and you're not going to be happy about that. So
you might get a golden shower, lady.
You might.
Hell.
Don't scare Hoggle. So
that's right.
Hoggle's a little greasy bastard.
He is.
Let's see here. He talks to her, says some bullshit. I'll help you find your way in, and blah blah blah. Who cares? So then she's walking through this labyrinth, and these are the fucking notes I take, Clint.
Well, I think she gave him a bracelet, perhaps.
Oh yeah.
To pay him.
Might be later, but regardless,
it happens at some point.
She says, "Hey man, I trust you or whatever. I'm gonna take your jewels.
Yeah,
but
quit
here's
being
a
a
bracelet."
dick. Here's a bracelet. Give me the damn castle.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Something like that.
But meanwhile, this is all in her fucking mind. Anyways.
Yeah, because she's tripping balls.
She is.
Or tripping ovaries, whatever.
Either or. So then there's she's running through this labyrinth, and she's writing with chalk on the little blocks, and then that little worm pops up and
Oh,
Keeps chasing him around.
Before that, she's like standing there, and it's just a long hallway, forward and backward.
Yep.
And she's like, well, maybe it's not that far. Maybe I'm thinking it's that far. Because, she's tripping balls. So she starts running, and she's like, son of a bitch, it really is that far. There's no end to this bastard. So she leans up against the wall, and there's like these things with goddamn eyes all over the place.
Yeah.
And there's a little worm there, which is like...
I think it was the same worm. It's very suspicious. That,
yeah.
It's
but it's like a retarded version of the caterpillar from Alice in Wonderland.
Yep.
And it tells her that things aren't as they seem, and she walks like into the wall, and it turns out that there's an optical illusion, and there's the way out of the main hallway thing.
Yeah, into the labyrinth a little deeper.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
Jeez, what are we talking about? All right.
It's a goddamn musical.
It's a goddamn musical. Could you imagine that? So,
Didn't see that coming.
So the girl's got 9 hours or something to find this little baby.
Yeah.
Or who knows what David Bowie's going to do to it. They imply that he's going to make it into a little munchkin guy. Yeah, but I'm thinking there might be
Creature
weird
Shop.
things.
That's what it's called. That's what Jim Henson's little puppet
the Creature Shop.
It's the Creature Shop.
Yeah, but Jim Henson doesn't have anything to do with what David Bowie might do to that little baby.
That's
so
true.
we're hoping that girl saves the baby at this point. So, baby stuck with the Creature musical. The girl's got 9 hours or something to find a baby.
Yeah.
In the song, David Bowie throws the fucking baby
he's
up in the air.
It's dance, magic dance.
And then he goes, whew, and that baby flies 10 feet in the air.
And you think, and I mean, you can, it appears that the baby is fake.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Through that,
but it's still
Hollywood
scary.
magic. But it's scary. When you first saw it, I was like, holy shit, he threw that baby really high. I would sing more of the song, but that's the only words I know. Dance,
well,
magic,
for copyright
dance.
reasons, it's probably better we
That's
don't.
probably right, because David Bowie might come back from the dead and sue me.
He might. Yep. So, let's see here. Oh, yeah, then she meets those weird rat card people. Remember that?
Yeah, okay, so there's like a card-looking thing.
They're like
And
69.
there's a face on top and a face on bottom.
And their legs are sticking up
And
and
there's
down.
2 of them. And one of them always lies.
Yeah.
The other one, I don't know what the hell it does.
It's just fucking annoying, I
Does it
think.
always tell the truth?
It probably
So
does.
she has to decide which one is telling the truth and which one is lying. But if one's always lying, then the other one would always be telling the truth.
Yep, so she's got to pull some mind tricks on these little bastards. And,
I think I just confused myself.
but I know what you're saying. She pulls some mind games on these bastards.
Jedi mind tricks.
Yeah, like tricks them into thinking that, whatever the fuck. I'm confused now, too.
So she asks the guy one thing and says that if you're lying, then he's right. If he's right, then you're lying, and still he's right.
Yeah.
Somehow like that, she picks the door.
Jedi mind tricks.
Jedi mind tricks.
And all of a sudden, what is that door?
That little worm from back a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
He tells her not to go the one way she starts to go.
Oh,
she starts
yeah.
to go to the left.
Yep.
And he's like, don't go that way. So
Yeah.
she's like, oh.
Or people usually don't go that way.
Yeah, it's like, he
Something like
says
that.
don't go that way.
Well, either way.
Whatever. So she's like, oh, thank you, and goes to the right. And he's like, wait, don't go that way. But after she had already left, so she can't hear him.
He said that way will take you straight to the damn
Yeah,
castle.
so she would have been right the first time. The whole movie would have never existed. So it's a good
Jeez.
thing that worm played a trick on her.
Yeah, it is.
All right, back to the card people.
It
So
is.
she
Thank God.
finds out which door she has to go through, or which way she has to go, or some shit like that, and she goes.
It's about to get weird.
And is that where she goes?
She falls down in a fucking tunnel
falls down in a tunnel
with hands sticking out.
of the wall,
Yeah.
touching her in her appropriate part.
Oh, they're groping her up and down.
And so she stops at one point, and hands are holding her.
Wow.
And they're making like faces with their hands.
With their hands.
And then we
There's
have
like-
both of us do it together to make it work.
But we're not
touching
coordinated like
that's
that.
Gay and it's David Bowie. And
God bless them. But yeah, the weird hand faces, and they're like, no, you
Yeah.
can't go there and stuff.
yeah, it's really weird. Like, which way do you want to go? Up or down?
And not only that, they're fucking sound evil.
They do sound.
They
It's
sound like
scary.
demons.
It's scary.
All right, so
So while she's being held there by the hands and she's tripping ovaries and shit, she's like, yeah, I'll just keep going down because I'm already going that way.
oh yeah, because they say you can go up or down or whatever.
Yeah.
So they fuck it, I'll just keep going down. She's simple-minded. All right, so then Hoggle, I just wrote this note. I think Hoggle's in on this at this
Yeah.
point. Turns out he is, but I think he's in on this.
I think he's playing devil's advocate.
He is.
Because she's
True.
giving him shit.
True. He likes
He's
her.
just
He
fucking
has a crush
with
on her.
Yeah, he's like, maybe she'll, get with him.
But then you got David Bowie on the other side, and he's
He's got that package.
yeah. And you remember that part where he walks up to him and he sticks that package right in his face?
Oh, yeah.
He's saying-
well, it's the other way around, really. Hoggle, like, wraps his arms around his
Oh,
legs
yeah.
and he's like, you know, like right there, you know. Yeah.
I fucking hate to say it, but I think Hoggle's sucking him off on that side.
Yeah, it's gay.
So anyways, Hoggle is, okay, this is my theory. Hoggle is the right part of her brain.
Yeah,
Right?
it's getting hot here.
It's like nice and all that shit and it works in normal ways. And then David Bowie is the left side of her brain. You know, she's having
like
a
the evil
crisis.
gay side.
The evil, yeah.
David Bowie.
Yeah, David Bowie, God bless you. So I thought that was interesting. You know, because this is all a big trip, right?
It's weird.
So then there's a talking cave. You want to talk about
A
that?
talking cave. So, when she falls down that hole, she meets Hoggle down there, and Hoggle, maybe that's where she gives him the bracelet. I don't remember.
Could be.
But he agrees to help her get out.
Yeah, that is
Hoggle's there because the Goblin King, David Bowie, is pissed at him.
Yeah.
So they, whatever conniving reason, Hoggle shows her the way out, and there's these rock faces in the cave that are talking.
Yeah.
And it's pretty creepy, and they're all scary.
They
And
are.
Hoggle starts to yell at the one, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and he yells at the other one. And it really doesn't make much sense, really.
It was just kind of a part they threw in there, I think,
Yeah.
just to waste some time.
He does pick up the door. He puts a door on the wall. It's interesting.
I don't even remember half of this.
And he opens the door, and it's like a broom closet. He's like, "Oh, wrong one." So he shuts the door. He does something, and he opens the door the other way, and it's the way out.
Could you fucking imagine? Me and Clint are sitting there, and this guy fucking puts a door up, takes all that time, and says, "Wrong one." Wow, funny fucking joke.
Yeah, and we're drunk. We ain't got time to waste.
We don't have time for that
The
shit.
clock is ticking down until we pass out.
So, why David Bowie has that little Hoggle guy by the balls is because he keeps telling him about the internal, the bog of internal stench.
The bog of eternal stench.
Now, he'll put him there if he fucks with him.
Now, what that happens to be is a bog of internal stench. If you touch the stench, the liquid and anything in there,
Yep.
you smell like poop forever.
Like shit forever. So, nobody wants that. That's clear.
It'd be like running over a skunk every day of your life.
It would be, but the skunk is actually the dirtiest shit you've ever smelled.
Yeah.
So there's a crystal ball that rolls.
Yeah, because David Bowie has the crystal balls that
Yeah.
he looks into, and
He's playing with his crystal balls.
He plays with his balls all throughout the movie. That's weird.
That is
Thought
weird.
about that.
David Bowie in the troll costume, remember that? And he
Yeah.
confronts him. He's like,
Yeah.
"Hey,
Oh yeah, he's at the end of the one at the. Is it the rock cave? There?
Yeah, at the end of the rock cave.
And the crystal ball comes rolling down, and it leaps up into this basket that this troll has.
Yeah.
And he stands up, and it's David Bowie dressed up like a troll.
This labyrinth's like a pinball game machine where
Yeah.
the ball goes up into this crazy shit and then it comes out of that into more crazy shit.
So as you can see, things are going good, and then a wave comes and things go bad. And then
Exactly.
The wave goes down and things go good again. So
Just like a
it's all about the
psilocybin
trip.
trip or an LSD trip.
That's right.
So there's remember that huge drill? David Bowie's like,
Yeah.
"Fuck all y'all," and he leaves.
Cleaner.
The cleaner.
They call it the cleaner.
And it's supposed to clean out people who goes
Clean
to
out the tunnels.
Yep. Almost got him. Didn't get him. Fuck him. Hoggle tries to bounce. Oh, Hoggle's gonna bounce. He's like, "I'm fucking out of here, little girl."
Yeah, he's turning his back on the girl.
That's when she steals his jewels.
Yeah, she steals his family jewels.
His collateral.
Wow, there's another innuendo.
There's a lot of weird shit going on in
It
this
is.
movie. The guy with the bird on his head comes up. He's
Oh
talking
yeah, that
riddles.
guy's real weird.
He's talking all them riddles and
He's like
basically
old guy, long white hair. He's got this
Yeah, the
big
bird.
ass bird. It almost looks like a cock on his head.
it does. And that bird argues
Like a
with him.
trimmer.
So I think he's just thrown in there to kind of be another character.
Well, he's like the guy, the wisdom guy. He's like the man on the mountain.
Kind of, but it don't make no sense.
Well, that's the thing. He talks like the man on the mountain does. It's like riddles and
Yeah,
weird
yeah.
shit.
Um,
Snatch this pebble from my hand. Shit.
Exactly. Yeah. And then there's a red knight, and you see that there's a bunch of different knights, and they have that big ass troll guy.
Yeah.
What's his name? Ludo.
Ludo. Yeah. Ludo is hanging upside down, and these little troll guys have these little
They have sticks
yapping fetuses on the end,
down the end of their sticks.
and they're like using the fetuses to bite Ludo as he's hanging there.
What the fuck is going on?
I don't know.
All right, Ludo is mentally challenged.
Yes. Now Ludo would lay there, and you're like,
Yep.
and rocks will come rolling. So Ludo
Oh yeah.
talks to rocks.
He talks to the rocks. So Ludo is mentally challenged and he talks to the rocks. This is the movie that we are watching right now.
Now this is another fabrication of her trip. Now I'm thinking that this poor girl has some daddy issues.
She might.
Now You got Hoggle, who is like the daddy she wants, who's like there to help her. You got Ludo, which is the retarded daddy that she wants because he's fun.
And you got David Bowie, the guy she's probably going to end up with because she's fucked up and she only wants guys that beat her and treat her like shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow, that's fucking
See
deep.
that? You learn as you go.
My next note is whoever wrote this movie was on drugs.
Yes, they were.
They might not have been on drugs during the writing of it, but they took a lot of drugs.
See, now they had to experience a trip for themselves to understand how to write a trip in a movie scene.
There's a lot of people that say, hey, what does it feel like to trip? Watch this fucking movie.
Yes, watch Labyrinth.
Things aren't what they always seem. They quote that in the movie.
They do. Several times, actually.
That is a fucking fact. They're not always what they seem.
Especially when you're tripping.
Also, here's another theme in this movie. Everybody's real literal, right? Or literal, or however you say that word. Yeah, you'll see later. Then there's door knockers. Oh, they're pert assholes. I don't even want to talk about them.
Yeah, the one door knocker, the thingy goes through his ears, so he pretends like he can't hear.
What an asshole.
He damn well he can hear because he's talking.
They're not even funny.
The other one's got the door knocker coming out of his mouth, so he's mumbling all the time.
If you guys are watching this, just fast forward through the door knockers. You don't need to see
There was
them.
something about them doors, though. They had to go through one or the other.
Yeah, and then she goes through the one. Fuck it, who cares?
She goes through the wrong one? Or goes through the ball of eternal stench?
It doesn't matter.
I don't remember.
Actually, that's coming up. I don't know, but wait, hold on here. Now, then they flash back to David Bowie, and he's got that little kid on his lap, and he's bouncing that kid on his lap.
That's right.
With those weird ass pants on.
That's right.
The kid on his lap. David Bowie should not have a child,
No, not at
let
all.
alone on his lap, bouncing up and down.
It's just creepy.
Just wanted to note that I'm not okay with that.
No.
All right, there is a motley crew of.
Maybe if David Bowie was wearing different pants.
Maybe.
If we change his pants, he might be a normal man.
Very true.
I'm slurring my words a wee bit.
Me too. I'm getting drunker. This is a motley crew of David Bowie and his trolls. Then there's a musical part.
Motley Crue's in this? I missed that part.
Well, it's a motley crew. You ever hear that? You know, like a crazy group of people.
Oh, I thought Motley Crue did the soundtrack.
No, David Bowie did it because there's a musical part.
Girls.
You know, it's not that.
They're once bitten, twice shy. Oh, no, that's
All
another
right.
song.
So these are the feathery creatures that you like. Remember them feathery creatures?
Oh, them ones scared the hell out of me when I was a kid.
Yep, they dancing around fire.
The fire dance
Fire dance.
people. They were scared because they took their heads off and they threw them around.
And so the
Their
one
hands on it.
sticks his fingers into his eyeballs,
Yeah.
pulls out his eyeballs,
And they're on his fingers.
then he eats them, and then they come back in his eyeballs.
What the hell?
And then they're pulling off their heads and throwing them. So the girl, she's like, oh,
right.
get the fuck away from me because they keep bouncing off her and shit.
It ain't right.
She grabs one of their heads and throws it. She grabs a couple and throws it. And then they're like, we're going to play too, and we're going to grab your head and rip it off and fucking throw it.
And she's like, I'm a girl, my head doesn't come off.
Shit gets real at this
Now
point.
that's where you're at the peak of your bad trip.
Oh, man. Yeah.
So she was down here. She just gently went, like, because she was having fun at first. They were singing a song, so she's like going up the bad trip scale. And she got to the top where they wanted to rip her head off.
Oh,
Then
yeah.
she's going back down the other side,
Because
but she's getting away from her.
Hoggle saves her.
Yeah.
Don't remember how. But then they're in the bog of the internal stench.
Wow, there's a lot of notes.
There is bubbles up. Look, the bubbles, whenever it bubbles up in the...
Looks like a butthole.
Looks just like a butthole. It's hilarious.
So that's why it's the bog of eternal stench, because it's a bunch of assholes.
Smells like a bunch
It's kind of like being at the mall on a Sunday morning.
Very true. Very true. They end up walking around it.
Because Ludo's like...
Yeah. Oh,
The
yeah.
rocks come up and it has a place. They have you can jump across the bridge.
It's fucking stupid.
Well, they meet
They
Sir
jump on the
something.
rocks. Well, they jump on the rocks and they make fart sounds.
Yeah,
That's
and
notable.
they meet Sir. What's his name?
Yeah, he's the fox on the bridge.
The rides on the dog.
Yeah, he's basically
He's a crack addict.
he's like Scrappy Doo, but a Mexican version of it.
Yeah, he's like a crack addict because he's real hyper
Yeah.
and he's a speeder.
He is a
Little
speeder.
boils out because what goes better with acid than speed. So he fights everybody because he doesn't want to let them across the bridge.
Yeah, he's like Scrappy Doo.
And they're just like, he's like, well, I was told to guard this bridge and not let anybody pass.
Yep.
And nobody passed without my say so. So
Well-
she asked him, she's like, can we please pass? And he's like, well, nobody's ever asked me.
Yeah.
Sure. Let him go.
See? Obvious.
It's that simple.
It's about being obvious in this
Now,
movie.
there was a point where David Bowie gave, what's his name?
Hoggle?
Hoggle a peach.
Yeah, but that's not yet.
That hasn't happened yet?
It's coming right up.
We're getting to that part.
Okay, let me
Stay
just go
tuned.
through. Ludo is more than mentally retarded. He's a little bit more.
He's overly retarded.
He's overly mentally retarded. I just wanted to say that. Ludo summons rocks, saves somebody from the pit of stench. Saves a girl from the pit of eternal stench.
Oh yeah, because she's walking across the bridge and it caves in. And she's holding onto the branch, and he does this.
Yeah, then the rocks
come up and saves her.
Allows her to step on them. Yeah. That's pretty stupid. Wow. Hold on. I lost my pen, and I'm coughing up shit.
Where did your pen go? Jesus Christ.
Let's
right
see.
here, Jim.
Okay. Right.
Boy can't handle his drink.
I cannot handle tonight this movie. All right, so what does David Bowie want this kid for? Did I already say that?
I don't know, but he wants the kid because the kid becomes a troll if she doesn't save him in time.
That's what they lead you to believe, but I don't know if that's
true.
That's
what the drugs tell us.
Hogs. Okay, Hogs. I put Hogs like Hogsworth. So good old Hogs.
That's his nickname.
He gives the girl laced. That's the peach part.
The peach. Okay, so David Bowie gives Hoggle a peach.
What a greasy bastard.
And he wants Hoggle to give her this peach because Hoggle's supposed to be working for David Bowie.
Yeah.
But he's not because he wants to get himself some 16-year-old ass.
Yeah.
That's what it boils down to.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, so he doesn't want to give her the peach and he goes to throw it away in the stench. And he hears David Bowie's voice because he's like God.
Yep.
And he doesn't throw it in the stench.
Nope.
So what happens? He keeps it and he gives it to her later.
Yep.
And basically what the peach is more acid.
Yep.
That way her trip doesn't end.
Exactly.
And David Bowie can still have fun with her.
Now that's all what's happening in her mind. Now what actually is happening
makes sense, really.
is she's laying in that field and she's tripping her balls off, just laying there shaking, and then she reaches over, grabs more mushrooms, and eats them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's basically what happens in real life. She's laying there and it's raining on her face. And
yeah. Hopefully nobody's touching her or anything.
Hopefully not.
So let's see here. Okay, and that's keeping her trip going.
Okay, so we got the trip. It's still going.
So David Bowie can handle balls.
Yeah, he's sitting there playing with his balls.
Yeah.
And he's like doing some goddamn raver shit.
Look like disco balls and stuff.
I mean, he's just sitting there rubbing them balls.
And he's sitting on the windowsill. He's sitting at the windowsill.
Sitting at the windowsill rubbing some balls.
Playing, yeah, exactly.
What a fucking bastard.
All right, so she's tripping.
Damn you, David. You better drink up because you got a lot of catching up.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You're drinking a damn wine cooler. Get out of here with that.
Yeah, but we drank that. Is there any damn paper towels here?
No, you asshole. That's why you don't pour stuff on the table. Now it's going to be there. All right, so let's get through this. She's tripping.
Good as new.
Yeah, so she's tripping again. And then she finds herself in this 1960s. No.
Oh,
1600 satanic masquerade ball orgy.
So the acid from the peach has hit a peak.
Yep.
Now she's tripping balls.
Inside of her trip.
Inside of her trip. She's having a multiverse trip.
Multiverse trip.
That's what's going on right now.
Oh my God.
So she's in a 1600 satanic masquerade ball orgy.
Eyes wide shut style.
That's what's going on right now. And it's scary.
Man.
People are like, not fucking, but you know they are on the side.
It's fucking creepy. They got devil masks on and shit.
It's creepy.
I mean, I can't believe they're showing this shit to kids.
And who's there? David Bowie.
David Bowie's there.
Why wouldn't he be there?
Yep.
He fits right in.
Part of the Illuminati, if you ask me.
Right. He's the eye in the sky.
So then all of a sudden, I guess I didn't care about any of that stuff. All of a sudden, she lands in a junkyard. She falls out of there.
Yeah, the in her tripiverse.
Yeah.
Everything shatters, remember?
Yeah,
She falls in. She has that conversation with Bowie.
Yep.
And then, somehow she falls into a junkyard.
And she meets a junk lady, and that junk lady is a bitch.
And she's creepy as hell. She's this little wee face, and she's got this pile of shit on top of her all over the place. And it's just weird.
It's real weird. She's real creepy. And this girl has amnesia at that point from David Bowie's D.
And I forgot about also from the trip. Because the acid might have affected her brain.
And it's kind of picking up a little again.
So she, the old lady has her follow her into her house or something.
Well, yeah, she wakes up in her house.
She walks in and she's in her bedroom.
Yeah. And then she jumps on the bed and she wakes up and everything's fine.
Yeah.
It was a dream, she says.
And then she opens the door.
And opens the door, second wave of the trip hits.
Yeah, another
Bam, right then. She just triple dosed And double dosing on the peach.
And if you square that, she opened the door and the junkyard's back outside.
Yeah.
And then the junkyard becomes her room or something like that.
And she's in the place.
Because the old lady's like trying, there's a damn gnat. The old lady's like piling shit on top of her, so she's starting to look like the old lady.
Yeah.
That's what's going on.
She can turn into that old lady one day.
Getting creepy.
If she don't watch herself and check into her mental health.
That's right, and stop doing acid.
That's right. So yeah, open the door, second wave hits. She's playing. Okay, you told me this while we were watching. She's in a play that she's rehearsing for.
Yeah, because she picks up the book and she's reading through the book. And that she's trying to remember the lines from. And the book is called The Labyrinth. Yeah. And all my years on this earth, I've never noticed that. Yeah. And I must have seen this movie like 2 or 3 times, and I've never noticed that.
So she's in the movie that she's rehearsing for.
So over the last 40 years, when I've seen this movie 2 or 3 times, I've never noticed that. It's unreal. Unreal.
All right, now, you think this is fucking crazy enough right now?
It just gets worse.
Listen to this. The second wave of the trip hits, fully kicks in, and she breaks down the wall with her telekinesis.
That's right.
What the fuck? A metal man with an axe comes out.
Oh, yeah, that big guy.
This is the girl's version. This is a girl's version of the never-ending story.
That's basically what it is.
It's kind of.
So you got this giant damn being with his giant axe.
Yep.
Trying to kill her and her friends.
He's pissed.
But don't worry, it's only a trip. And the little guy, the sir, whatever his name is, that rides on the dog.
Yeah.
That kicks like a horse or something. He jumps up on top of this big metal thing and rips its head off. Yeah. And inside is a little troll guy operating it. Like
with 2 little joysticks things.
Yeah. So he gets in and he starts operating it.
And there's guards with cannons, there's a war at the castle, and there's a big chase scene.
Oh, and did we get to the part where Ludo calls in his rocks to beat everybody up in the house?
I think that's happening soon, because they're trapped in a house. Girls smashing the fuck out of the trolls' faces through the window.
Ludo's up top, and he opens up the top of the house, and he's up there,
and there's a hinge on the top of the house thing.
Yeah, so it just hangs open.
Yeah, and that's where he calls for the rocks.
And the rocks come in and
rock slide.
Smashing people left and right.
Hashtag
people inside of houses. Hashtag what?
Rock slide.
Rock slide.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so Clint's theory right here is trolls are
the babies that.
Oh yeah. Ow.
What's his name? What the
hell? I got my pen stuck in my beard.
Oh man, his hair sticking out of that.
I see that. It hurt.
The trolls are just
babies.
The goblins are the babies that.
Oh yeah. That David Bowie stole.
Yeah. I'm drunk.
I'm a little drunk too. So the girls.
You can tell here, I'm a different type of drunk than Jim Bob. I'm the stuttering and slurring, and I gotta go to bed drunk.
Yeah, I'm the energy drunk.
Jim Bob's I'm gonna come out of retirement from stripping drunk.
That's right.
Drunk.
Absolutely. Okay, so the girl faces David Bowie on her own.
That's right. She's standing there at the bottom of the steps. She's like, I can't let you guys go. I gotta go alone. And her friends are like, okay, well, if you need us, just call. And it makes no sense because in 1986 there were no cell phones. Yeah. There was only car phones. There ain't no cars in this movie, so how's she gonna call? She's only got a landline, and she don't know nobody's numbers.
Exactly. Yeah, we were talking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good point.
I think I summed all that up.
Oh, so it's House of something.
House of
Escher.
Oh yeah, this is the House of Escher part. Now, if you remember earlier in the movie, if you've seen the movie, if you haven't watched the movie, you should probably watch the movie before you listen to this. And earlier in the movie, in the house, there's a poster on her wall. It's called the House of Escher.
Oh yeah.
I can't talk. And it's that famous picture where all the stairs are going different ways.
And it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. So she enters up the staircase and enters the House of Escher.
Yep, and she's chasing around that little baby, and David Bowie's kind of being creepy, standing there around the walls,
watching,
singing a goddamn song again.
Standing there watching like a pedophile. It is the best song in the movie.
This is the best part. This is the kind of thing where the rest of the movie's kind of shitty, but then you see this part and you leave the theater and you're like, damn that was a masterpiece.
That Escher part was really amazing.
Yeah, but the rest of it's pretty shitty.
Yeah.
All right, so David Bowie throws like a little girl.
He throws one of them crystal balls. And he throws his balls.
Yep.
And he throws like a girl. Like he winds up and he throws it, and he's like holding his pose at the end.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm like, what the hell?
It was a sissy ass throw.
It was weird.
So this trip doesn't end.
That's why he's a singer, not a major league ball player.
That's absolutely true. This trip doesn't end. It's a trip inside of a trip inside of a trip inside of a trip.
It's a multiplex trip.
It is.
That's what it is.
Wow, it's insane.
It is the trip of the fourth universe. Dimension.
Because why I say this is because she starts to trip out again.
It's a multi-dimensional trip.
There's fuzz around the camera.
Oh,
so
yeah.
you can tell that it's a dream inside of the trip or whatever the fuck
I
it
didn't
is.
think about that. It's a dream sequence inside of a trip that she's fully conscious for.
Yep. Somebody wrote this and somebody knows what this is.
Wow.
And wow. I need to talk to that person, or maybe I don't.
Probably not.
So she says a spell. David Bowie tries to bribe her.
Oh, yeah. And the spell was real simple.
And she says, "Fear me, love me, do as I say."
He says that. David Bowie says that to the girl.
Oh, yeah.
Now, that there is on some sadistic, abusive relationship shit.
Fear me, number one. Then I want you to love me.
Yeah.
Then I want you to do as I say.
Yeah, that's not right, David Bowie. You're in a bad place right now.
You need some couples therapy.
Now, that right there, ladies out there, if you're hearing that from your man,
yeah,
you need to go to a safe place, because that's not right. It's not right.
Fear me, love me, do as I say.
I mean, we all want you to do that, but that ain't right.
Man, David Bowie's fucked up.
He is.
So all she had to say the whole time.
R.I.P. David Bowie.
All she had to say the whole time was, "You have no power over me." That's what it boils down to.
Yeah.
This whole movie could have been saved if she would have went left instead of right.
Or if she would have been standing at the front of the labyrinth and just said, "You ain't got no power over me,
yeah,
son of a bitch."
Exactly. She would have
been all
had to go
over.
all through all this.
It would have been a 15-minute movie.
Jesus.
Not an hour and a half.
Well, all right. So now she's at home, and Toby's back.
Yeah, Toby's the little brother.
Yeah, Toby's little brother.
The candy cane looking little bastard.
David Bowie. There's a David Bowie statue sitting on her.
There is. I mean, it's not really him,
but it's some kind of
but
fancy
it
man.
resembles something like him.
So she has the fancy man statue, and that's representing David Bowie. So you can tell right there, it's all in her fucking mind.
And we should let them know that David Bowie takes the form of a white owl.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's
so
true.
if you ever see a white owl,
Could
that's
be David Bowie. God bless him.
That's right. R.I.P.
So,
happy for your reincarnation.
Absolutely. Into that owl. And you deserve to be one because you're wise.
In white.
And you
yeah, it's just weird.
And you like to lick lollipops.
Yeah, you weirdo.
All right. So, anyways, taking it too far. All right. So, she's at home and Toby's back. We got that. The statue. Okay, so the trip's pretty much over right now.
Yeah, I mean, she's like coming down off the trip.
Yep, and then all of a sudden she looks into her mirror and she sees the fucking
Ludo. She sees Ludo and she turns around and he's not there.
And you're like, wow, must be some residue
I'm not
trips.
tripping. There's a damn gnat flying around us. I swear.
But you were saying that it's some residue trips.
Yeah,
like after you're done tripping, maybe crack your neck a little
like
bit.
aftershocks.
Yeah, aftershocks. Yeah.
She's having some after trips.
She cracked her spine a little bit.
Yeah. And when she turned around, she's like, "Oh shit, he's not there."
Yep.
That was like the trip ending real abruptly.
Yeah, but then she turns back around to the mirror,
kicks right back,
and sees all the homeboys and girls.
Yeah.
And then she turns back around and they're fucking there.
Yeah, in her room.
And there's party stuff going on.
Now, meanwhile, right before this happened, she heard her parents come home. And she's like, "I'll be down in a minute, Dad."
What the fuck?
Meanwhile, she's having a party.
They got party streamers. They're being loud as hell.
Their parents aren't noticing this?
That's the worst fucking ending I ever seen.
And David Bowie, the owl, is outside the window standing in a damn tree. And he flies away into the night sky. So does the trip ever end?
I don't know.
Now here's what happens, because there should have been a sequel to this. And here's what the sequel would have been. Jennifer Connelly ends up in a mental institution.
Yeah.
Because she's still seeing all these imaginary peoples that aren't there.
She needs some little help.
She needs some help. She needs some Ativan stat.
Yeah.
Shoot that shit in her ass, because she's seeing people that ain't there. So that's how this ends. She goes to a mental institution.
And then,
puts on about 200 pounds.
It's more of a coming back to, be the person you used to be story. Rather than, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rather than this labyrinth stuff.
Yeah.
Because her life, they keep saying, Jennifer, your life is the labyrinth. You know what I mean? You're just making this up in your mind to try to make yourself feel better about the labyrinth that your life has turned into.
That sounds about right.
Wow, that's deep.
All right.
Wow, so fuck.
Fuck, I don't know.
I feel just scarred.
What's the other movie we're gonna review next?
It's over there.
That's over all the way over there. Held it.
It's a kung fu movie.
Yeah, it's a zombie kung fu movie or something.
I think it's called Kung Fu Zombie.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, I think it is.
That was provided to us by Mr. Darren Ricci.
It's an actual martial arts kung fu film. So.
Yeah, so we're gonna review that one next time. Probably not tonight because we're both just too damn drunk.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm taking my David Bowie and I'm going to bed.
Thanks for sticking through that with us.
That sounded really gay. I'm gonna finish drinking this, and then I'm going to bed.
I'm gonna work on my ball handling in the window.
Not near my bed at all.
Well, yeah, I'm just gonna be looking over at everybody and.
What the hell's wrong with you, Jim Bob?
Well, I'm gonna, you know.
Jim Bob's had a little too much to drink.
I'm not gonna. The thing I'm not gonna be doing is trying to kidnap little kids and
That'd
mess
be a
with
good thing,
girls
man.
underage.
You definitely don't want to do that again.
I'm gonna maybe get
at
a
all
40,
ever.
I'll get a 40-year-old woman, put her through my labyrinth, and there won't be any trolls or any little kids. It'll just be, hey, come here, and now you get to kiss me,
And make her fear you.
love you, and listen to what you say.
Yeah, like a woman should.
Exactly.
Women, go seek help. That ain't right.
I'm trying to get this smoky in here because that's how I feel. I feel like I'm fucking high on drugs
Like a
right
fog
now.
machine. Jim Bob the
Where's
Fog
Bowie?
Machine. That's his new stripper name. He's Jim Bob the Fog Machine.
Above the fog machine.
Alright, we'll see you later.
You guys did this to us.